Good afternoon, my name is ALVARO Ricardo Gutierrez, and today I'm going to present my evidence tree from contemporary world. How and why the world changes. During human history, thousands of events occurred in what we know today as daily life. The main thing is the wars. It must be taken into account that every war has its conclusion and with it a change due to how devastating and competitive they can be. For example, the Cold War. The Cold War was a political, economic, social, ideological, military, and informational confrontation, which began at the end of World War II between the Western and Eastern blocs, led by the United States and the Soviet Union. The, the five key Cold War events were the containment of Russia, which basically the containment was a geopolitical strategic foreign policy pursued by the United States during the Cold War to prevent the spread of communism after the end of World War II. Arms race between United States and Russia, development of the hydrogen bomb, space exploration, and the fall of the Berlin Wall. One of the most important changes that occurred after Cold War was the unipolar world. The Cold War led to the disintegration of the USSR. After the World War II, the world was bipolar. The superpowers being US and USSR. But after Cold War, it became unipolar world led by US. This means the concentration of power is one, single polar, the United States of America. Globalization. Globalization is the word used to describe the growing interdependence of the world's economic cultures and populations, brought about by cross-border trade in goods and services, technology, and flow of investments, people, and information. Main reasons that cause globalization is, for example, the improved transport, making global travel easier. For example, there has been a rapid growth in air travel, enabling greater movement of people and goods across the globe. Many scholars say it started with Columbus' voyage to the New World in 1492. People traveled to nearby and faraway places well before Columbus' voyage, however, exchanging their ideas, products, and customs along the way. What are the benefits of globalization? Well, access to new cultures. Globalization makes it easier than ever to access foreign culture, including food, movies, music, and art. The spread of technology and innovation, lower cost for products, higher standards of living across the globe, access to new markets, access to new talent, etc. One of the most devastating things we need to live nowadays is terrorism. Terrorism is defined in the Oxford Dictionary as the unlawful use of violence and intimidation, especially against civilians, in the pursuit of political aims. The main group, and known as all around the world for several attacks, is ISIS. The group has been designated as a terrorist organization by the United Nations Organization, as well as by various countries in particular. Daesh is widely known for its videos of beheadings and other types of executions, both of soldiers and civilians, and even journalists and aid workers, as well as for the destruction of historical places of cultural heritage. ISIS's stated goal is to solidify and expand its control of territory once ruled by the early Muslim caliphs, and to govern through implementation of its strict interpretation of Sharia. After those devastating events, and obviously talking about probably the lower point in humankind, we have the digital revolution. The digital revolution or informatics is another phenomenon that has marked our era. Since the invention of the television and the telephone, the world has traveled through a process of unprecedented technological advances. The digital revolution made the lives of everyone in a society a simple one. A majority of people have smartphones and other mobile phones for browsing the things with ease. They even provide methods to connect with others as soon as possible when users want to convey important messages. New technology has created compelling opportunities for advertisers and media organizations to communicate with audience. People used to rely on newspapers and television to get information. There are now several channels and outlets for people to consume content, spanning websites, video platforms, and social media. Thanks to digital revolution, we can now understand many things. This because we have all the information in the world at one click in our phone. And that's all. Thank you for your attention, and I hope it was from your interest.